on a DS that you can then run even if you uninstall Homebrew, because the console legitimately thinks you own it. I don't even own Sky legally. I bought Explorers of Time as a kid, but I never bought Sky. I pirated that on a DS flash card also in like 2009. So there is no universe where I even own this game. It costs $10 in the eShop. I was thinking about buying it, but then I'm like, nah. It likes stressing people. It really does. The webcam's not a different. Oh, I gotta. Oh, okay. I'm trying. Okay. Trying to move the webcam so it's like, because the webcam is smaller on this layout than this one, so I can like adjust it. But I have my leg up. Leg up, crotch out. I gotta adjust my posture. Alright, give me a second. You can get a lot of cool utility out of a DS if you hack it. My browser? Probably not. Yeah, 3ds.guide. You probably want. Yeah. Did you not buy the game through Virtual Console? No. That's why I disabled signature checks. So that I can launch the game. Because I don't have a valid signature, because I don't have... Yeah. What were we doing? Oh, yo, they said we were gonna go on some expedition to look for Grovyle. We have the webcam. There we go. Oh yeah, that's why I like had to sit up, because if I like have my leg up, you'll be seeing dicey bits. Nice ultra ends. Guessing you had a lot of fun with it. Let's turn up the game volume. Yeah, I want to play it. After I beat this game, I'm going to play Danganronpa. And then either Neo or Metroid. Wait, I gotta like plan this out. So Danganronpa comes out in like 4 days. I'll put that for like a week. And then there's 3 weeks after that until Mario comes out. Yeah, so I have time. Yeah, I have time for Nier and Metroid in between Danganronpa and Odyssey. When does Fire Emblem come out though? Fire Emblem. Roll the dice? For what? October 20th. Okay, so Mario Odyssey comes out a week after Fire Emblem. Okay, so Fire Emblem Warriors comes out in 4 weeks. And Danganronpa. that in 3 days. Yeah, this comes out in 3 days. Yeah. Alright, I got time. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, that's our schedule then. This game, Danganronpa, Nier, Metroid, Fire Emblem, Odyssey. Also, Breath of the Wild mixed in there because that's my brand. I want to do a. People are doing these streams called subathons to take advantage of September. So I'm gonna try and do that too. I'm basically just gonna do a long stream with the goal is to get subs. I want to get 100 subs so I can apply for partner again. So I'll probably do that in a couple of days. It'll be like a long-ish stream, and I'll probably do like... I'll probably start with Breath of the Wild, and then I'll transition to viewer's choice, so whether it's like... Maker or Sonic, we'll like do polls and stuff. But yeah, that should be fun. Time Gears. So that'll be in a couple days. I don't have an exact day planned out. I was gonna do Sunday because it'd be really good to do it on the weekend, so people can watch, or like tomorrow. Weekend is really good, but I decided on it today, so can't do it this weekend easily. The day or two before Danganronpa. Yeah, I was thinking, is that you're saying like Danganronpa wouldn't be good for like that kind of theme stream? I was thinking that too. That's what you mean by more chill. Aww. Oh, okay. We could have like, hooray! Yumta! Okay, yeah. Yeah, there are certain games that I can play for a very, very long time on stream. And like not get exhausted. One of those is Pokemon. If I'm playing like a ROM hack casually, I will stream that thing. I will stream that fucker for 9 hours and not even realize I played a game for 9 hours. That's happened several times. Danganronpa, I streamed that. I did like several 5, 6, 7 hour streams when I played Danganronpa 2, 2 years ago. So, yeah, Danganronpa is definitely in a category of like games I can just play for a million years. Secret of the Legendary Yum. S. Big Bandit Gastrodon. Gastrodon's a friendo. He's not a wrongdoer. S. That's crazy. I'm so far in the game now with S missions. None of these have virus seeds, so I don't really care about them. What up? Squad. He's gone! I'm the captain now. Oops. Well, how did that happen? How did I accidentally press ZR? Hi, Sunflora. Iggly Anna Jones in the Temple of Yum. Yup. You've never played them, Atropos? They're really good. They're really fun. This game, this one I'm playing right now, Explorers of Time, or Explorers of Sky, this is like an extremely good game. Like, all the games in the series are really fun. Like, this is like probably one of the best games on the DS. It's like hella good. It's like the whole 9 yards. It's got like amazing music, gameplay, graphics. It's got like tons of content. The story is actually amazing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they're all independent games that you can play without having played previous entries, but I would definitely recommend this entry. You can get this game on the eShop for $10 on the Wii U, or stick it into your DS or 3DS if you get a used copy for $20 off of eBay or GameStop. It's $20 in both those websites. Not necessarily. There's 2 Mystery Dungeon games on the 3DS. One's complete shit, and then one's good. One's like irredeemable pieces that. One's like an irredeemable piece of trash. Oh man, thank you for the 20 bits, Techno Michael. And also, welcome to the stream. So the bad one. Alright, here we go. We're on a journey. Was that a website? Cool. Alright, so here's the timeline. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. They made a Japanese Wii exclusive Mystery Dungeon game. I totally forgot about that game. Alright. There's red and there's blue. They're pretty much the same fucking game, just on Game Boy or DS. There's Time and Darkness, so they're pretty much the same fucking game. There's Sky, which is Time and Darkness, but like hella more content. It just adds content upon content upon content. Like, these games have like easily hundreds of hours of gameplay. This just adds more hundreds of hours. It's great. Gates Infinity is complete trash. It's actually painful to play. Don't play it. And then Super Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is really, really good also. So you know what, like, the tier list, like Sky is at the top, and underneath Sky is Super Mystery Dungeon, and then underneath that is Blue Rescue Team. And there's a power gap. Thick power gap, and then there's Gates to Infinity at the very bottom. Gates to Infinity is also called Magna Gate and the Infinite Labyrinth in Japanese. It has a very different name. So yeah, that's the... Mwah! What happened to my cursor? Oh, there we go. My cursor's messing up. There we go. We're saved! What up, Phasm? Yeah, we're just exploring Mystery Dungeon games. That's actually in Super Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2, also Minecraft. Was that Gate to Infinity? Hey, Jhmm. All the songs in this game are super catchy. This game is just amazing. Handy enough to assistance. I think it just has the same problem as Pokemon X and Y. I think Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. Those 3 games are just like, they were just rushed. They had to spend so much time making a 3D engine for the 3DS and making all the models that they that it took so much of the development time that they just needed to put a game out, and they just released the game when it was kind of bad. Sun and Moon isn't bad, it's rushed though. X and Y and Gates of Infinity are just like rushed trash. Yeah, I know, Awesome Minecraft. I'm just saying they're still in there. It's kind of irrelevant, but yeah. I'm already prepared. Okay. What's the meaning of this title? So in this game, you get to have a team of Pokemon that you fight with, and you can name it. So I named my team, Team Girl Anal. And also wearing a dress. I'm gonna show that off. Hi, I'm wearing a dress. Oh, I can't even start off. Hi, dressy dress. So yeah, this is dress wearing girl leads Team Girl Anal. Team Girl Anal. Thanks, Nature Pose. Yeah, sorry, doing full views is hard because like there's never any reason y'all should like see my knee when I'm like standing. So like I just have to be, I feel like actually I should kick the camera up maybe. I guess I didn't. Hey, what up, Commando? Thanks. Ooh, Retardando. I'm gonna scratch my back. Don't mind me. Oh, I can. My Mystery Dungeon teams with me. This is like a story. This is like for the story. It's cool. Usually when you just do story-based things, it's only your two main characters. Hand-holding in black and white? Oh, fuck. X and Y, that crazy mess of menus. Oh yeah, like the Pokemon search system. Pokemon search system is really cool. But yeah, that's kind of menu-y. I'm so itchy for some reason. Yesterday was itchy. I took a shower today, so I don't know this problem is persisting. This itchiness. Yeah, I hadn't noticed any hand holding in black and white. Black and white are like, in my opinion, really, really good. I have a friend, oh, my mouse is being stupid. What? My mouse is being really... There's like interference. Yeah, DexNav is really cool. The battery's dead in my mouse? I legit can't... Okay, there we go. Alright. Let me find this. Bum 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 bum. Wearing cheap socks. Yeah, I have some socks. I have like some like socks and woolly shirts. Make me kind of itchy. Alright. So I'm not gonna put my friends... Yeah, wireless mouse. I have a friend who said their gen opinions. I'm not gonna put it on screen. Or I'm not gonna put that tweet on screen. But, It says 7 equals 5. It's greater than 4. Greater than 3 equals 2. Greater than 1. Power gap! 6. That's pretty much my exact feelings on Pokemon Generations. That's why they have the power gap too. Like, you can't talk about Gen 6 with the power gap. Yeah, Gen 7 Sun and Moon. Ew! You're ew. I was so happy I saw this tweet. That's exactly, like, I wholeheartedly agree with this. That's a good opinion. Canada's in the top? Fuck Gen 1. Yeah, I'll hate on Gen 6 all day hidden, but whenever I hate Gen 6 on Twitter, people are always like, yeah, fuck Gen 6. Whenever I talk about how much I hate Gen 6 on Switch, people are always like, oh, I like Gen 6. No, that's fine. I don't give a shit, Captain Cadence. I don't give a shit. A lot of people didn't care too much for Gen 5 Age of Posts. But for the people that actually enjoyed it, a lot of them seem to think it's godlike, or at least that's me. Red and Blue were banned at your middle school? Oh gosh, that's crazy. 5 was trash? What is wrong with you? That is one of the best, if not the best generation. Pokemon White and Pokemon White 2 are masterpieces. Everything except the story? You're everything except the story. I hate all these entitled people. They made a Pokemon, every Pokemon game in existence, how the story works is you're a little kid, and for some reason you get to leave home and go off on an adventure. It's kind of like a Japanese thing, but if you're an American, you're just like, okay, cool. So you're just kind of leave home and go on your own, even though you're like 9. It makes no sense. You defeat crime syndicates. You all this shit. Let me get the big webcam so I can lecture. You get all this shit, and then fucking, it's like, oh wow, that's so unrealistic. All the Americans are like, wow, that's so unrealistic. That's so weird. So they finally made, and also all these games take place in Japan. Kanto's a literal region in Japan. So then they finally made a Pokemon game where it takes place in America. They made New York and Las Vegas and other style cities in black and white, based in America. The characters aren't like 9, they're all like 16, 18. They're all adults. Everyone's a fucking adult. It's not like stupid. It's like real. It's like normal. Like, oh, you're defeating crime syndicates. Yeah, you're an adult. That's fine. They pandered to the American audience, and people were like, black and white's trash. You're the fucking target audience. Shut the fuck up. Like it. You're supposed to like the fucking game, damn it. If I order a burger and oh my god. Yeah, I guess you're right. It falls. A stack of cards. Oh my god. Just saying, you were the target audience, Captain Cadence. For once, the self-selling, self-centered Japanese game industry sold a game to you, and you're like, I don't know. You know, this, Alder is a shitty champion, and N is just awkward, and they fucked up. Directly, dude, I was trying to do the unlock the Nintendo Switch secret golf game, and you have to unlock it by doing the Nintendo Direct symbol, or salute. So I was just doing the Nintendo Direct salute the whole time for like an hour. So I'm good at this now. Directly. Snivy is shit. Gen 5 starters are shit. Hey, Piggy. Don't talk to me about Gen 5 starters. Gen 5 starters are complete trash. And don't exist. I'm dead! Wow! Yeah, no. Might get noise for a virus seed like that. And it would have been cool if he didn't tell you that he was the leader. I don't know. It sort of gave away his mystery. Colress was implied to be... Didn't Colress tell you he's evil too? Colress and N are characters that you finagle with the entire game, and they don't threaten you at all. Because they don't see you as a threat, which is crazy, because like you're the main character. You're a threat. They don't know that, obviously. It's really interesting. Mega Evolutions are silly. Mega Evolutions completely fucked up the already fucked up competitive Pokemon meta. So a lot of people don't like them in that sense. And the Pokemon Company has sort of moved on. Like, they don't really give a shit. Like, Gen 7, they didn't really care much about Megas. So, I wouldn't say hating on Megas is a controversial opinion. Who's mad about Pokemon? I fucking hate when people are like, wow, your discourse is so trivial. Shut the fuck up. I hate that. Like, someone's like there'll be some like speedrun drama, and someone will be like, I just want to play games. I don't care what I just want to play games. I don't care what has to be drama. Like, when you play games and you like it a lot, you build a community, and the communities have strife, and there's drama, and then someone's off in the corner being a dipshit. They're like, just want to play games. Shut the fuck up. That doesn't mean anything. Tons of people will say that. I actually hate that. I just want to play games. That doesn't mean anything. Bye then. Yeah, why are you talking to me? Go play your games. Why do I? Oh shit! Oh no. Gen 5 Pokemon are trash. 10 that aren't shit. I see what you mean. Worst starters was Fossil Dragon. Yeah, Mega Gardevoir is really cool. Spazzing out. I'll spazz out if I want to. I will gesticulate and I will use wild motions. It's fun. Team Rocket and Team Skull makes sense. Yeah, I like Team Skull a lot. It's just a bunch of teenagers trying to sort of do something. Team Flare is weird. They wanted to like end the world. They basically wanted to do exactly what Team Galactic did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Team Flare and Team Galactic had the same objective. They wanted to end the world so that Pokemon would be happy. They wanted to reset. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, didn't Team Flare and Team Galactic have the same exact objective? People can play games in the community now full of drama. I don't think you understand the point. Oh, gotcha, Peggy. Yeah, I'm sure. I know lots of people that feel that way. Team Pokemon kick ass. Kuzma is awesome. Nihilist. E for everyone. Cyrus from the 11th planet? Oh, okay. And 3. Yeah, I don't think too many people like rate generations within the story. And if they do, that's wrong. Like, some people will be quick to judge. It's hard to articulate. I don't like Gen 6, but I can't really articulate well why I don't like it. It's also, other people are in that same boat, and so they'll just yell about how Gen 6 had a dumb story. But the story of Gen 6 sets the tone for like the majority of things I don't like with Gen 6. I did not enjoy Gen 6, and like the story set the tone for just like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and the rest of the gameplay like just also leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But the story it's not like it's a non-issue in reality. Team blocked following orders. Yeah, the majority of the team, pretty much the generic Pokemon conflict is that you have a team trying to change the world in a really, really bad way, but the grunts don't know that until the very end. That happens. Ruby and Sapphire, the grunts don't know that like the world would be like destroyed and filled with water or like burned up with Groudon. At the end of Gen 6, Pokemon X and Y, Team Flare, no one realizes like, oh shit, he's gonna like, you know, restart the world. None of the grunts ever realize that the world as I know it is going to end, everyone's gonna die. No one realizes that until the very end. Good luck with the EV, Ellie. Pacing. I do know that when I first started to hate Gen 6 after I played it, I excited like the EXP share, which I enjoyed in Sun and Moon, so it's like a non-issue. Gen 6 is just like the Windows Vista of Pokemon. Like it started so many things that were enjoyable and fun and fine in Gen 7, like fairy types and, you know, all the connectivity stuff in EXP share, but like X and Y has the same problem Skyward Sword has, but they're just not fun games. Like, I play those games and it's not fun. Like Skyward Sword and X and Y, in my opinion, Skyward Sword and X and Y, in my opinion, are just not fun games. Like, they are not fun to play. Those are games that I beat once, and I like was confused. Like, I normally play Zelda games and Pokemon games over and over and over again. I do multiple playthroughs. But, like, those games are games that I've played only once, and like I don't want to play them again. I've tried, and it's just not fun. I've started second playthroughs of X and Y and Skyward Sword, and they're just not fun. A rant? We're just talking about Pokemons. Haven't played through a full Pokemon game since Black and White, except for Oras. You did not like Black and White 2, because Black and White was shit. Black and White 2 recycles. X and Y is the worst thing to happen to Pokemon. You could say that, Atropos. I mean, like I said, Gates to Infinity and X and Y, in my opinion, are bad because they spent so much effort developing the engines and adapting it to the console, but they didn't have time to meld it into a proper game. That's fun. And so, yeah, of course, you know, games that come after one another are going to have more developed engines and knowledge, and they're going to be able to make it more fun. You know, like, they released a new Fire Emblem game this year called Fire Emblem Echoes. In that game, they developed it in like a year and a half, and they literally said that they made it because they had so much engine knowledge from making the previous 3DS, making the previous 3DS Fire Emblem games. But like, it was like easy to make, and they had the time. Like, once you've been making a game on a console, making games on a console for a while, it's not too hard to make more, and of course make them well. So after they made Oras and X and Y, they make Sun and Moon and make it perfected. Sit down for a month and play Black and White 2, X, Y, and SMO. To be honest, with how Ultra Sun and Moon are looking out, it seems like it's going to be a better version of Sun and Moon. What makes you say that Echo is better? Because Echo appeals to a different audience. And so, if you're in the audience that it appeals to, then, like, it's not really an opinion that you think it's better. It just means it's what you wanted. And the other game wasn't what you wanted. Not that its merits are actually being judged. It's like if you were given apples, then you're given oranges and you like apples, and you're like, wow, oranges suck. Oranges suck because they're not apples. Like, you can't review oranges because you don't care about them. All you want is apples. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I actually don't know if they're sequels or reimaginings. I thought there were reimaginings, but it actually seems like there. People keep saying it takes place a year after Sun and Moon. I don't understand. I found the Birthright games really, really long. I have to experience the 3 stories. Yeah, I still... yeah, it's crazy, because the only Fire Emblem games that I've played a little bit of Awakening, a little bit of Echoes, and I've beaten Fate's Birthright. And all that Birthright is root the enemy. Which is apparently a more common thing in the newer Fire Emblems. And the older Fire Emblems had more variety in the objective. And so yeah, there's definitely mechanical differences because Conquest has like so much that isn't root the enemy. It's like so hard. I did like 31, I think it's like 31 chapters in Birthright. And it's all root the enemy. Conquest, and it's like, alright, you have this objective, you have this objective. And it's hard. It's harder, and it has like, easy as fuck objectives. Like, they branched it out and made it harder. If the sequels will pick up Ultra Sun... Yeah. I'm excited for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because, like, the half sequels, like Platinum and Crystal and Emerald, are always really, really good. More development time for the same game is always really, really good. Yeah, Conquest is kind of like a mode that requires grinding, but it's actually impossible to grind. Like, I've heard that from people, like, leveling is actually really challenging. You have to put in hella strategy to not fuck yourself up. Like, the only easy way to get free... I think the only way to get free EXP in Conquest is, like, Amiibo. Yeah, Deal said too, but apparently, I heard that Amiibo is better. How long did I grind for Skady? 45 minutes. Third game. Yeah. I don't think that making a third game makes business sense anymore. Because half sequels always sell worse than the base game. And so if they're gonna make a game that's gonna make less money, they want to maximize their gains. So I think them selling out and making 2 half sequels instead of a third game, I think you'd have a tough time convincing them to not do that. Because ideally, they would take the impossible approach that Call of Duty does, where every game is a new game. And since every new game that they make sells more money than the half sequels, they would just never do half sequels and never have that profit loss. But they kind of can't make games that fast, so they have to accommodate. And while they're accommodating, they should maximize their gains. Like, imagine you're sitting in an office, and you got the pitch, you get the sales pitch for, Pokemon. So you have Sun, Moon, Pokemon Eclipse. You're like, all right, we're gonna make Pokemon Eclipse, and then like you have like the graphs guy come in, you have the accountant, and the accountant's like, all right, I did the math. If you make Pokemon Eclipse, we estimate you'll sell 1.6 million copies. But if you make Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, we think you'll make 2 million total. And the dude's like, nah, we're making Eclipse. And they're like, no, shut the fuck up. We want to make money. You couldn't justify making Eclipse other than like it's what we do. It's like, you know, it's what we do. That's what we do. You know, we had Pokemon Platinum, we had Crystal, we had Yellow. You know, we only make one. And some guy, you're not gonna. Someone's trying to like justify that, like they're gonna be like, shut the fuck up. No one cares what we used to do. Aw, sorry, HMS. Link Between Worlds sequel. They're probably making it now. The Switch is gonna be awkward because the thing with the 3DS and the PlayStation Vita is that they're very nice, Ellie. They're very easy to develop on compared to HD consoles. So like Japanese developers, there's this term passed around if you read a bunch of interviews and things, and they call it, you know, the cost of HD development. Making HD games. Like if you're making an HD game, that's a big deal. Like, oh shit, we're making an HD game. And so basically, HD games are your typical AAA game. Costs hundreds of millions of dollars to make. If it doesn't sell enough, you're literally losing tons of money, and it's like a huge gamble. It's pretty much every AAA game coming out nowadays. So it's like, you know, that's your Final Fantasy 15 and your Mass Effect Andromeda, those kinds of games. You know, your Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Super Mario Odyssey, those kinds of games. And then you have your non-HD games. They are cheaper to make. You can probably make them in like 2 years. And are like super... Basically, those are only possible on portables. So you have lots of creative Japanese games coming out on the PlayStation Vita and 3DS because they aren't HD games. So you have like Pocket Card Jockey, but the developers of Pokemon. You have just indie game upon indie game on the Vita. And then you have like games like Link Between Worlds. And if you try to make Link Between Worlds on the Switch in HD, it would cost a lot more to make. And so I'm curious what these non-HD game franchises, how they're going to adapt to the Switch. Because if you have like, you know, let's say, you know, Link Between Worlds, or not, let me rephrase this. So in between the release of Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword, Nintendo released tons of Zelda games that weren't real Zelda games. There weren't 3D Zeldas to help pass the time. They released Between Worlds. They released what's it called? Triforce Heroes. They released Four Swords Adventures again, and TP again, and MM again. Blah 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 blah. So you have to think, what the fuck are they gonna release in between Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild 2? Yeah, Stopgap Zelda. So they have to fill the next 3.5. It's because the last Zelda game took 5 years to make. Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild took 5 years to make each. That's not gonna happen. Okay, those games had like huge development issues. Ideally, Zelda games take 3.5 years to make, or 3. So they have 3.5 years to fill in between like now and then. So they need to make something. And the issue is, they can't just put out shit like Link Between Worlds, because if they make Link Between Worlds on the Switch, then they have to make it an HD game, and it's gonna cost a lot more to make. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be interesting. As soon as we get Breath of the Wild 2, Aonuma stated that they're going to use the Breath of the Wild engine for their next games, because they do that. So it's not gonna be Breath of the Wild 2, but it's gonna be like Breath of the Wild gameplay 2. Basically Breath of the Wild 2. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with the stopgap Zeldas on the Switch. Y'all talking about how like that's why they keep the 3DS alive. Like the 3DS is gonna, I like have high doubts any 3DS games are gonna come out after last year. I think next year is like the last year of the 3DS, which means in the year 2019. So let's see, the next Zelda game is gonna come out in the year 2020, 2021. Which means in the year 2019, they need to release a Zelda game. If they're keeping up with their current scheduling. What the fuck are they gonna release in 2019? Like, Link Between Worlds 2? What's that gonna look like? What are the... How do... Like... I just don't know how they're gonna do these stopgap Zeldas. Like, they're not just gonna release Skyward Sword HD in between Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild 2. That's not what they're gonna do. That's not it. No, not for this. The 4DS. Ooh. No, when the 3DS dies, they're just gonna make a second version of the Switch that's like portable only for kids. Cause I don't know if y'all realize, the Switch has these controllers called the Joy-Cons, and there's a big difference between playing a DS and a Joy-Con and a Switch with the Joy-Cons. So let me give you a common use case. Let's say you're a parent, you buy a $300 game console called the Switch, and your kid plays it like a portable console. They play it like this, they play it like a DS, they take it to school. And then they like lose a Joy-Con. That costs $40. They lose 2 Joy-Cons, like $80. Like, they break the screen's glass, that sucks. Like, the Switch is so not kid-friendly. Especially for that common use case of taking your fucking console to school. Like, kids cannot do that. Millions of kids, but you might think, oh, that's not a big deal. No, millions of kids in Japan take their DS to school and play Yokai Watch on it. That's actually a use case for, like, so many kids. So, until they can solve that problem, what the fuck do kids do if they want to take Yokai Watch to school? Until there's a solution for that, they need this. So, before the end of next year, they're gonna come out with some Nintendo knob. Yeah, sure. And it's gonna be an all-in-one or something, so that kids can, like, take this to school. Because that is a extremely important use case. And of course it'll be cheaper, so they have that demographic, because when the 3DS dies, they need a cheap console. Switch costs $300. 3DS, Nintendo 2DS costs like $150. It's extremely cheap. The 2DS, the new 2DS costs $150 or something. The old 2DS costs like $100. It's extremely cheap. It's like ridiculously cheap. You can spend $120 and get like a SD card in a 2DS and hack that shit and play like a million great games. Like at least 50 really good games. Like that's actually crazy. If you just buy a 2DS now and you're a dirty pirate and just get a million games, it's actually amazing. But of course, if you buy the games, it's still really good value. Yeah, extremely plastic. Yeah, my Switch dock is on the floor and it falls. My Switch falls out of the dock on a daily basis, and every time that happens, I'm afraid of the Switch screen scratching. Because when the Switch first came out, people kept saying, "Wow, my Switch screen cracked or scratched from the dock." So since my Switch like violently falls out of the dock like, on a daily basis, I'm always afraid of that. But it hasn't happened yet. Oh yeah, I've put my Joy-Cons on upside down 2 or 3 times. No, it was 2 times, and the 3rd time my brother did it. He's 9 or something. So I had to deal with it 3 times, but I only did it twice. It's kind of scary, but they're definitely takeoffable. It jumps out of the dock, yeah. So yeah, I have high doubts that the 3DS is going to be supported into the end of next year, but Nintendo keeps surprising with their announcements, so who knows. what we do know is that there is pretty much not going to be a new Pokemon game on the 3DS next year. Fire Emblem was done with the 3DS. Shimigami Tensei is done with the 3DS. Like, lots of important, at least RPG franchises, are done with the 3DS. So even though Nintendo keeps releasing Mario parties and asking people to buy Mario Kart 7 for some reason, the well is drying up. So I'm sure Nintendo still has like a handful of 3DS games to announce and release. I just don't think it's going to be a thing after near the end of next year. So after that, they need a cheap console. Yeah, I was so shocked when they just kept announcing shit during that last Direct. Like, they just keep pulling stuff out of their hat and saying like, yeah, buy it, 3DS is alive. They're doing their best to aggressively market that cheap console price point until they have a mini Switch, or what did someone call it? The Switch knob or something? You know, until they have their mini Switch, their Switch Lite, which has, you know, attached Joy-Cons for kids in the lower price point. They're just aggressively holding on to that 3DS market, which is smart. They're like dumping ground for Atlas RPGs. Nintendo has stated explicitly that they are working on VR and that they don't see a commercial application for it yet. The Nintendo Switch operating system also supports virtual reality. However, the Switch screen, even though it has a ridiculously high DPI, the Switch screen at 720 would be extremely painful and headaching to use as a VM or HMD head-mountable display. So it supports VR, but like you can't actually use this with a Switch screen as VR. I think it would give you headaches. Oh yeah, the knob. Found the 2DS in the recycler with its power supply and it worked. Dang, that's crazy. Sorry for yelling. That's awesome. Enjoy your 2DS. If you didn't have one, if you didn't have a DS before, that's pretty crazy. If you have it, I don't know if you have to give it back to work. They'd be like, yo, you don't own this. VR Breath of the Wild. I'm sure that the Semu Wii U emulator developers are probably working on some sort of VR feature. Dolphin emulator, which supports GameCube and Wii emulation, supports VR. And given that Semu is funded by Patreon, they like need bells and whistles to like keep their money rolling in. So they're probably working on something like VR. Within the next year or two, you can probably get VR Breath of the Wild in some fashion from them. Skyrim VR. That was such a silly E3 conference hidden when they just pulled out. They're like, oh yeah, Skyrim. The Bethesda E3 conference this year, they showed a trailer for Skyrim and showed how it had Breath of the Wild costumes for the Switch version. And then they showed another Skyrim trailer and it was VR. And then they showed a Fallout 4 trailer and it's like, oh yeah, Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition. Like, they just had trailer upon trailer for old games and it was really just not what I expected from an E3 conference. E3 conference are like, they pretend it's for the fans, even though it's mostly for the shareholders. E3 is supposed to be for shareholders and press, but you know they pretend it's for the gamers. And that was like the least gamers conference ever. No, not Fallout 4 VR. I'm talking about Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, which was announced during the Bethesda E3 conference. But yeah, that was the least gamers E3 conference ever. They're like, alright, 2 Skyrim trailers, Fallout 4 again. And then they like talked about Fallout Shelter, and like Fallout Shelter looks fun. It really does. But like Fallout Shelter. Were you planning on playing the new Mario when it comes out? Yes. My game schedule is I'm gonna be playing this game. I'm gonna beat this game in like 3 days. And then I'm gonna play Danganronpa when that comes out in 3 days. And then I'm gonna play Danganronpa, beat that, and then we're gonna play Nier Automata, and then Metroid Samus Returns. And then we're gonna play Fire Emblem Warriors, that comes out on the 20th of October. And then Mario Odyssey comes out the week after that. So I have a slate of casual games to run my fingers through. And yeah, hey Zethon. Devolver is definitely the most gamer E3 conference. They spent like half an hour just building their brand. That was like Bethesda was like very not gamer. And it was like, you know, for shareholders and everything. But Devolver was like the most gamer. It's also like marketing. They spent half an hour making you try to like them. And it worked. It's funny. Oh, did Fallout Shelter get old? Like all microtransaction games? That makes sense. Yeah, Techno, Michael. It's a game I was looking forward to before it came out. And then it came out along with Breath of the Wild, and I had to play Breath of the Wild for months and months and months to stay competitive and lots of things. I had to commit to playing Breath of the Wild for months, cause it was probably because it was fun. Also, I like couldn't stop playing it because if I stopped playing it, then I'll get bad. And then also like my stream was growing a lot for Breath of the Wild, so it was imperative to stay on top of that. So I have a huge backlog because I just had to like I had to stay on top of that thing. This oh my god. There we go. This guy was running my life. I spent half an hour making fun of the other indie conferences. Yeah. It was good comedy. It's just the utility of that is probably to make you like him, which is marketing. Because it's a business. Yeah, I enjoy talking a lot. Some people only like open up and have conversations when they're like drunk at parties, which is annoying. I just like talking always. Did they hidden? That's really cool. Or I guess I don't know if I'd call that cool. I'd say neat. Cool means that like I like it and think it should be done more. That's kind of my intention when I said cool, but like I don't know if it's good for the game industry or like it should be done to support piracy. I'd say it's not. I'm backpedaling. You like my conversations? This is a fun chat. Talking is something I hate most of the time. When it's you, I actually like it. Aw. Thank you. I'm putting my hand here, but you can't see it. I think the you're buttering me up, Allie. Oh my gosh. I think I don't quite understand the psychology of game music. So we've been in this area, in this little desert dungeon, for at least 20 minutes so far. And y'all have heard the same song for the past 20 minutes. If I had put this song on through YouTube, where's my... If I had just put the song on through YouTube, y'all would have said something like, I probably would have said something, or y'all probably would have said something along the lines of like, oh, this is old, or like, the song would have gotten old. Blah, 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 blah. That's how I am at least with songs. But like, because it's like on, like, I'm like in this area in the game, like, it's different when you put on a song yourself. Thanks, Icon. I know that, like, when I play Smash, I notice this like sort of like psychological difference a lot. Like, you know, earlier when I played Smash, I had the in-game music turned off and I had song requests on. And you actually meet the stream sometimes? Oh, interesting, my friend. Something I've noticed is that fights feel more real when I have the in-game music turned on. It's partly a psychological reason, and it's partly a association, because when I'm fighting somebody on Town and City or Battlefield in Smash 4, I'm hearing the same songs that I always hear when I'm watching a tournament. So I associate KK Ryder singing his lungs out, and there's like old Brawl songs that are on the Battlefield in Smash 4. I associate those with watching tournaments. So when I'm playing Battlefield and I hear those songs, it feels right. And then part of it is that, like, there's a audio sort of like, you know, the game is made in a certain way so that when you're in a waiting room, you have waiting room music playing. When you're in a loading zone, you hear nothing. When the song starts, you hear fighting music. There's that gap between a fight. Every fight I do in Wi-Fi, I hear the lobby music. I hear nothing when it's loading level, and then I hear the fight songs. You know, as much as you can argue that Animal Crossing music isn't fight songs and the Smashville stages. And so, when I'm hearing anime music in the loading zone, in the waiting room, and before and after the fight starts, it's very different. Because even when the level loads, the music doesn't start in a Smash fight until the fight actually starts. So when the countdown is happening, he says 3, 2, 1, go. You'll see your characters. You hear the count, you hear the answer, and there's no music. And then when you start fighting, the music starts. And so it has a very different tone also. And that's another part where I've just noticed that playing my own music compared to having indie music is very different. So I could so let's say, and also like how do I articulate this? You can like emulate this effect. So like it feels right. It feels right if I have the actual in-game music on, doing all those effects where it's quiet in the loading zone, waiting room music in the waiting room, and fight music in the fights. I can actually get the same sort of effects if I start a song when it normally would start. So what I did earlier when I played Smash, I played Final Fantasy music, and I started the music when the actual fight started, when the countdown finished. And it felt like it was in-game music. It had like rightness feeling. And so like just, I guess in general, just like having a song start right when the fight starts is really important to get that effect in Smash. So I could even be playing Smash. I'll sometimes play Smash music when I'm playing Smash. So I'll be playing like a Bayonetta song or an Earthbound song in Smash. It'll be playing in the loading zone, in the waiting room, before the song starts. right before the countdown. And of course, when the fight starts, the song's already halfway through. Like, hearing the start of a song at the start of a fight has a very, like, good, satisfying feeling than just hearing whatever before, during, and after the song. Music is a very important part of games for you? Yeah. Something I think is interesting is that it doesn't seem that many 3DS games are designed for conditions where the audio isn't heard. And like I noticed that like I mentioned I had this girlfriend for 4 years and she's been my best friend for 5 years. And she played almost all her 3DS games or DS games with no sound. And I'm like, what? Because she would play games like this game that had really good music. Or like, I would ask her, oh, you know, what do you think of this song from this part of the game? She'd be like, I never heard it. And like, when you're making a game, you do audio design. Like, you know, if you're playing a fighting game, you have very important sounds. You have percussive sounds for like, you know, strong attacks. And, you know, sort of wimpy sounding sounds for wimpy attacks. You have all this audio design, you know, in fighting games, and then also in other games. It's not as crucial as in other games, but like, it seems like a lot of 3DS games, almost all portable games, aren't designed for that really common use case where the audio slider is down. It's very weird. Like, in Ocarina of Time, there's an item you can get where the rumble pack on the Nintendo 64 controller will vibrate when you're near a hidden area. On the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time, they changed that so that it has a ding noise in a small icon that shows up on screen. So they replaced rumble, which is obvious, with a ding and a visual indicator. But if your game is muted, all you see is the visual indicator. And that visual indicator is like subtle. So like it's like a condition where like if you have no sound, they don't really have a thing for you. Like it's a small indicator, but I'm sure lots of people don't even notice that. It's just a small little icon pop up. But I hear the ding in my head right now. Like it's a very like crucial thing that ding tells me. Oh, there's a hidden area. There's a hidden grotto. Ocarina of Time. In my own experience, playing my own music, playing Smash makes me go into my head. Playing game audio makes me go into the game. Interesting. I have a hard time like focusing on like mental stuff when I'm playing Smash, like noticing habits, trying to do debates. I just sort of like don't have much going on in my head. So I wouldn't have an issue like that as far as to like get into the game where I'm too much in my head. Like if I have a big lead and I lose it, I'll kind of like be in my head. I'll be like, wow, and then I'll be foolish and like it'll go downhill from there. Thank you for the host, I thought. But yeah, nothing else before then. The narrative of the song provides a template for the narrative of the fights. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. How is it for me to participate in games done quick? It was fun. I just mentioned how I don't think much when I play Smash. I'm actually really stupid. I don't think much during anything. So when I was doing the run, I like wasn't nervous. I didn't think about it much. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed being on stage. The attention was cool. Whenever I like refer to my SGDQ run, I refer to it as like rocking out. 'Cause, like, I just went on the stage and I had fun. It was like performance. I was rocking out. But yeah, I'm really stupid. Don't have much thought. Okay, so there's like a song in here I'm trying to find. Where is this? There's a song from Kid Icarus I was listening to from the soundtrack yesterday, and this song like tells a story. Like you're saying, someone said the narrative of the song provides a template for the fight, template for the narrative of the fight, and like in the first arc of Kid Icarus Uprising, it introduces Dark Pit's theme, and then like someone else's theme, and like you hear these two themes in this song for this cutscene. So like I was like listening to this song and I haven't gotten to that part of the game, and I turned the song off because I'm like, oh, this is spoilers. Like listening to this song with spoilers because it told me what's happening in the fight, it told me who's there, and it's not like a boss. So I'm like getting a great part of the experience just through the sound. Let me try and find it. It was like roughly in this part. I don't think I can find it. I know it was like in this like early 1 hour mark. Maybe it's in disc 2? Audio motifs, yeah. Yeah, this game has a lot of things like that. Alright. Imagine you're playing Kid Icarus Uprising, and you have the audio muted at this part. You're playing a different fucking game. This isn't the part I was looking for, but like... this is very trippy. Have I played No More Heroes? Not yet. But yeah, this is from Pandora's Labyrinth of Deceit. It's definitely a labyrinth. It's a trippy, weird, confusing maze. And like, it makes you feel a certain way when you hear this, that you're just not gonna have that sort of experience. Oh wow. So you did play with that music. Yeah. See, I think I might have found what I was trying to find earlier. Give me a second. I can't find it, I'll move on. Yeah. So this is... oh wait, this is what I'm looking for? This might be what I'm looking for. So this is the theme. This is pretty much like the Kid Icarus theme. But I think it's actually the theme from like the Sky World. Or something. Like, you know there are things not going well right now when you hear this. And then you have Dark Pit's theme come in. And so now you know, without even watching this cutscene or this battle, that like Pit was probably in trouble, and then Dark Pit came in, and they're fighting someone. And you know all that from the song. Like, this is what I was trying to find, like, this part right here. Like, I turned this off the other day because I'm like, this is pretty much spoilers. Like, you know, kind of, to a degree, what's happening. Just from hearing this. This is much more triumphant. The term used is leitmotif. People use that word a lot to describe what goes on in Undertale. And I used that term, I think it was like a couple weeks, months ago, and someone's like, it's not a leitmotif. A lot of people get that wrong from the Undertale fanbase. So maybe it's not called leitmotif. People use the word leitmotif a lot. But I remember I was talking to someone and they're like, it's not leitmotif. All the Undertale fanboys call it that, and it's not. So maybe it's not. It's up for discussion. Oh, thank goodness he didn't attack. Do I have one already? I'm gonna assume no. I hear that a lot hidden. I don't know, I went to the Undertale subreddit like a couple times, like 3 times, just to like, mostly I like came there from Google, because I was looking for like answers about Undertale lore, or like tips on how to do one of the routes. That's like pretty much the only time I've gotten to an Undertale subreddit, and then I explored the subreddit after like arriving there and getting my knowledge that I wanted. I learned a lot from John Williams. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually incorrect or not. Oh, I found a wall. I wonder if it's possible for the Mystery Dungeon randomness to generate a like dick-shaped tunnel like this. I know that Miiverse has an algorithm that tries to detect dick drawings. I wonder if the game has code to try and dissuade from that being generated. Or if it's even possible. It might not even be possible. As someone who's part of the Souls community for several years, fuck the fanbase of that game and how to treat new players and each other. Gotcha, gotcha. The only community I've even been like a part of in like some intimate way, technically my local Smash community, and then the TP community, and then the Breath of the Wild community. TP community, all the cool people are not idiots, and there's a bunch of idiots. Breath of the Wild community, pretty much the same way. Also, most of the people in there are from the TP community. And my Smash community, my local Smash community, is pretty... There's a lot of bad eggs. And I have a friend who seemingly, like, will dig up, like, a reason why, like, any seemingly innocuous person is, like, actually transphobic or XXX, so... Maybe they're all a bad bunch. But I'm nowhere, like, I never was, like, that knee-deep into my community, but I had a friend who was, and they're just like, oh yeah, X top player, and this X top player, or this top player, And this person, and like named like several like objectively like bad like deal breaker things about the person. Like, oh, well, this person, you know, called me a faggot, and this person blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dang, we live in a world filled with bad eggs. Damn it! Okay. The stairs are on the bottom right corner of this map. I have to collect my teammates before I even go to the bottom right, which is on the opposite side of this floor. Oh, I have roll call orb. Okay. I didn't think I had that. Cause I have like no orbs. That's like the only, like I had 2 orbs and that's one of them. Okay, cool. Traps are becoming very common in this dungeon. Or like in these dungeons, like the Igglybuff episode had lots of traps. Which is still a word I can't really say with a straight face, but I'm trying. Yeah. Ooh, money. Popularize get good as a response to any question or criticism. Yikes. Yeah, there's been some like ugly screen caps coming to light from like the SM64 community. It seems to be a issue of speedrunning in general, where like a lot of the people that are like big in these communities are like immature or like not really good at community building. So let's say I learn SM64 and you know my first run is like an 2 hours of 16 star, and my second run's 1 hour, and I finally get a 40-minute time, and I'm super proud of this time. 40-minute time is not really good. Like nothing so much is unoptimal. If you have a 40-minute time, you probably died a couple times. Like nothing that's like too good, but you've grown and gone so far from when you got that 2-hour time. That's like definitely something to be proud of for your standards. And people like, there was someone who like was basically had that happen to them, and then you had like top SM64 players like joking about it, like, wow, look at them, they got a 40-minute time. And like that just seems to be like sort of like happened with the hidden. Were you talking about hidden? The Dark Souls community, like people sort of impose their own standards across everyone, which isn't really encouraging for beginners. And like you need to be encouraging to build a community. You need to be encouraging and have things there for people who do join your community. How a lot of the speedrun games are and used to be is that if you want to learn a speedrun game, you have to basically dig up everything out of the ground for yourself. If you want to learn how to speedrun X 2-hour-long game, you need to dissect a Woodbreaker video which has no commentary or explanations. Learn the glitches using that, and learn the route, with barely any help. Like a lot of the speedrun games, if they don't have a good community or like much behind them, you have to like go in the trenches and basically teach yourself everything you need to know, as opposed to having some light documentation telling you, oh, this glitch is easy, just do this, or oh, if you get a critical hit here, don't worry, just do this, and have these sort of backup strats and just knowledge building. Breath of the Wild is, I say it's easy to speedrun, and I almost got a really, really good time the other day after not playing it for almost a month. And to get good at Breath of the Wild, you like just need to know like a ridiculous amount about the game. Like once you've done like over 100 runs of Breath of the Wild, you've fallen into enough pitfalls that you know how to avoid said pitfalls. Like there's lots of mistakes in Breath of the Wild that you only make one time, but there's not much documentation for it. So like, I see plenty of runners make these mistakes that like, you should only make once and then never make them again because you don't want to lose your precious run. Like the smashed the record run of Breath of the Wild, the runner did a crucial mistake. He shielded so Calamity Ganon in Breath of the Wild, he like uses weaponry from the water, fire, wind, and thunderblight Ganons. And so Calamity has this, like, he uses the like machine gun that Windblight uses. He goes like pow pow pow. He shoots you back to back to back to back. And in 80%, if you shield one of those bullets, it'll break your shield. And then the stun from your shield breaking will combo into an unblockable second machine gun shot. So you basically never want to go into Calamity with your weak shield equipped. Or when you see that attack, you switch in your stronger shield. But the guy at GDQ, or the guy who smashed the record, he had his weak shield, and his shield broke, and he got hit. There's tons of pitfalls like that in Breath of the Wild, where like, there's just things that'll end your run, and then after it happens, you're like, damn, that's not happening again. It's really weird. You love me now. Cool. A lot of Pokemon keep trying to join me. I think IQ, I forgot, IQ I think has some sort of effects on how many Pokemon, how likely they are to join you. And since I'm giving like my main character tons of gummies, that's probably why so many Pokemon keep trying to join me. Interested in ruling a fiefdom. Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know. So pretty much every community has nothing but benefits from building a community, because more people in your community for a speedrun game means more glitches. For, you know, a competitive game means more tech, and the meta gets higher. You have basically nothing to lose and everything to gain for getting more people into your community, but a lot of people like don't care about community building. Oh, that's nice to be hidden. People are too mean to each other to realize the benefits of friendliness. Is that the case? That's like an opinion. It's like that's like an opinion and a conclusion. Curious if that's... I guess some people are mean. I feel like I don't encounter too many people who are like... I feel like everyone wants friends. Yeah, Hidden, I think so too. It's awesome. Ooh, Cherubi. Let's go. Holy shit. Why does Gastron have no health? If I let Gastrodon, it's gonna eat my Reviver Seeds. Honestly, I'm tempted to just let Gastrodon die and turn off the AI pattern that lets it eat Reviver Seeds. But like... then you'll get low leveled. Makes enemies terrified. I could use this Faux Fury Orb to solve my problem right now. I'll just give the fucker a fucking Oran Berry. They're not that fucking nice. Okay, now what happens? That's good damage. Oh my god. 125? There's a 2 times multiplier? It's a 125, right? $128 damage. That did 64 before the super effective multiplier. That's still crazy damage. I've met too many people that are mean, trust issues. Like Keita, I don't know. I chose my character's named Caitlyn. I didn't realize I actually named my character. I realized, I don't know. I named all my characters after my first name, but like, I didn't realize in the context of the Gastron named Kate that it was in the same game where my name was in the game. You don't have a stylus. You also need the hand grip. When you play Catacris. Oh, good shit. Yeah, I figured that would be the hard thing to find. But when you're playing Catacris, for those of you that don't know, you need your kickstand that comes with the game. And then you put the DS in the kickstand. It fits all sizes, even the ones that came out after the kickstand was released. The kickstand came out in like 2012, 2011, but it fits my 2016 New 3DS XL just fine. So good thinking. And you play it with your right hand using the stylus, and your left hand doing, I think, probably L. So L, joystick, and this. That's how you play. And your hand is doing this. I'm doing this motion because you basically use the touchscreen as a second joystick. Lots of shooter games, you know, are crucial to use 2 joysticks. And Catacris Uprising, which is an on-rails shooter. It's a half on-rails shooter, half, you know, not on rails, and you're on the ground. You need to be able to aim your shots. And so you aim your shots with the reticle on the touchscreen. Touchscreen controlled reticle, which is a fake second joystick, as if you're playing Super Mario 64 DS or something. That game has a touchscreen reticle. Or I think it's not a reticle, it's touchscreen joystick, virtual joystick. It's called a reticle in this game because you have to, you know, you're aiming the cursor on the top screen with this. The reticle, I guess, is aimed with the virtual joystick. But they say aim the reticle, and yeah, you do this. It's genius, but a lot of people have said that they cannot play Catacris Uprising or cannot play it easily because it hurts their hands. I hear people all the time talk about how difficult playing the DS generally is for their hands. Just today I saw Trax talk about how he's like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna play Metroid Samus Returns until my hands break, teehee haha. It's like a joke, because like, it's just, hands and 3DSs don't mix for a lot of people. Not me. I have small hands, I guess. But, and I think the other day, I was hearing someone talk about how they can't play the 3DS period, like they can't play Pokemon, they claim, because their hands hurt. So like, Catacris Uprising is infamous for like causing hand issues. So like, as genius as the design solution is, it isn't practical for like many humans. It's like, some games have like, features to accommodate people that are left-handed. And so if you take out that feature, your game just doesn't work. The design doesn't work for a bunch of people. So that's like a theoretical solution. That's like a theoretical issue. And you have the real issue of this real game, which many people in their real life can't really play because it hurts. Apparently. So yeah, that's a thing. Lay it down on its back. Yeah, I would sometimes kick it up on an actual table, the stand, and sometimes just hold it. Sometimes it's on a table like this, sometimes I hold it, and just, this kind of hurts, but it's more comfy to do this than like scrunch down and be like, alright y'all, I'm playing some Pokemon, have my stand on a table. It's more comfy to hold like this, but it's not hand comfy. Hey, Hamburger. Wait, when you say lay it down on its back, do you mean like you flip this down? It's weird. Okay. Enough of that. Bad risks from playing ice hockey as a goalie. Oh, okay. Didn't use the stand at all. Okay. I wouldn't say that the DS is designed for kids. I don't think that's true. I don't like to just jump to conclusions, like, just because, like, I'm mad. Or, like, I don't know how to articulate this. There's a little, like, popular, like, opinions, like, popularly said things, like, you think about it, they don't have much weight behind them. Trying to think of an example. I'm really bad at articulating my thoughts. Yeah, it's not designed exclusively for kids. Yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising is definitely unique. It's also cool because it was in that unique club of like some of the only good DS games. Because before Pokemon X and Y came out, there were like very few games on the DS. And before those games, there were none. When the DS came out, there was like no games. You had Nintendogs, that's not a game. Seagull Diver, that's not a game. Pilot Wings, that's not a game. I played them. I would much rather prefer Meat and Bones game. So, the first game is OT 3D. That's a port. I played that for 300 hours. I don't like OT. It was a game. And then, after OT 3D came Kid Icarus Uprising, New Leaf, Animal Crossing, and Fire Emblem Awakening. After that, we were good. We were sitting pretty. But, like, Kid Icarus and other games, they were the pioneers of 3DSing. I did a speedrun of Nintendogs plus Cats, I think back in May? April? And I also did one back in July also. Or no, August. Yeah. Hey Kate, what's up? I still have the Gastron nephew in my party. Yeah, Captain Cadence was referencing yesterday when I called Ocarina of Time and looked at the past trash. I said, like, in very fierce terms, those games are shit. Oh wow, that was easy. We're probably gonna get to the end soon, or at least the midpoint. When you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm a bad person. No, I can't. Can't even argue. I totally was gonna do that, but your hidden power. Hidden's power. I almost just died. My health was in the hands of the accuracy gods. Sorry, all you Link to the Past lovers out there. I know, that's literally what I said. Oh yeah, no, Oracle Seasons and Link's Awakening are really good games. They're also not Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time. It's a big difference because they're not Link to the Past and they're not Ocarina of Time. They are in fact Oracle Seasons and Link's Awakening. Now, I don't know, I just like those games a lot more. I played all those games at pretty much the same age as a kid. Yeah, I actually played Ocarina of Time. I played Ocarina of Time. So the first time I played Zelda was on the Collector's Edition disc. It had Zelda 1, 2, Majora's Mask, and OT in a Wind Waker demo. Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 are kind of unplayable. They're really, you know, can't play them. Too hardcore. OT and MM, I played them a little bit. And then the Wind Waker demo, I adored. And then I got Wind Waker like a couple months later. And I played through that game over and over again. But yeah, I was exposed to OT. It's one of the first albums I played. And it was cool. And then my aunts... So I played all those on the GameCube. My aunt had Link to the Past on a Super Nintendo. And I played that on the Super Nintendo. And they had a Game Boy Advance copy of Link to the Past a bunch. So I had hella exposure to Link to the Past and hella exposure to OT. But I had much more fun with Link's Awakening and Seasons. That's just how it is. It's not some kind of childhood nostalgia, because I played those games much later. I played Seasons and Link's Awakening much later, like a couple years later. It's just, I enjoy them more. How about Ages? I own a copy of Ages. I played a cartridge of Link's Awakening DX and a cartridge of Oracle Seasons on my Game Boy Advance SP. There's no jump button. Oh my god, Captain Canes. TP is better than Ocarina of Time. There's a power gap though. No, you can't disagree with me and then disagree with me. You have to understand there's a power gap between TP and OT. Okay, TP is it's good-ish. It's decent. And OT is not decent. It's a power gap. Yeah, I enjoyed Majora's Mask much more. Majora's Mask is a better Zelda game than Ocarina of Time, and Link's Awakening is a better Zelda game than Link to the Past. That's fair, Hidden. I always feel weird about people who prefer the 2Ds more than the 3Ds because the 2Ds are just much less common. Like I said, like the 3D Zelda games, like they're like the stars of the show. The Zelda series exists to have 3D Zelda games, and the 2D Zelda games exist to be filler. So I feel bad for people who are like, oh yeah, you know, I prefer 2D Metroids, I prefer 2D Zeldas. I'm like, dang. Nintendo does not give a shit about y'all. Yeah. Yeah, that's you. JHNHM. Beautiful, easy to pronounce name. It literally started there and then it evolved, and they're not going, and they're growing and growing. They're not gonna just go back down. What was it? There was like a really shitty interview from one of the directors of Sonic lately, and they said like that they're not gonna make another Sonic Adventure game because the Sonic series is always growing. Even though they just released Sonic Mania, which is the throwback to the good old days. So that's literally the most, like, what's the word? It's literally like the biggest step backwards ever. And then like Sonic Forces is pretty much has the boost gameplay, which hasn't been changed much in a very long time. So it's more of the same. So they have Mania, which is taking a big step backwards. Forces, which is the same, more the same. And they said they don't want to make Sonic Adventure 3 because they want Sonic to keep always changing. So maybe think of. Yeah, Lego Team Worlds is cool. Sonic Dreams Collection. Oh, it's a John Hamm. I would never have guessed that from the spelling. Playing the champions, go and roll through Hyrule Field. Yeah, they should let you play the champions so that they can have all those battle sound effects. Because I need to hear like 9,000 sound bites of like Mipha like moaning and in pain, but you know, Mipha moaning. I need to hear her going like, ah, I'm falling, and like, ah, I'm falling, and then like the small when she gets like jabbed in the shoulder, she's like, ah. I need like 9,000 variations of Mipha moaning. I need that. Oh what? If y'all are getting off to my battle moans, you're lame. I moan like 9,000 times higher pitch than my fake battle moans. I don't sound like that. It's quicksand! Oh no! It's actually just a gradient. Lost in thoughts, all alone. Akko's lame. I don't know why Akko like got us out of there lickety split. Moan for us. I have a girlfriend. I moan for no one but the one. Shanks looks so surprised. Yep, it was chock full of crystals. That's crazy, Bidoof. He's blushing. Look at his blushing, it's so cute. Sugoi. No, it's not Zelda. I'm glad that's how Biddy's mode. I need that portrait of Chatot flustered. I need that, like, on a shirt, tattooed on my body. I need that on a poster. And I need pins that I can hang out. I can hand out to people at events with that Chatot portrait on it. Thank you. Me too, Desnor, dude. I blame Desnor for my failed marriage. I blame Desnor for failing to get through these tax returns. I blame Desnor for the hurricane, the forest fire, and the nuclear fallouts. More importantly, I blame Desnor for anthropogenic global warming, or anthropogenic climate change. And finally, I blame Desnor for the rise of the alt-rights. Yes, yes, Nor, you are the harbinger of all bad things. It is indeed a fact. Being hard on ourselves is pointless. That's called masturbation. Hashtag blame Desnor. Yep. Crunch, munch, chew, chew, snuffle, slurp. Crunch, munch, chew, chew, snuffle, slurp. Crunch, munch. No, MJ. You just misspelled masturbation. Hehe. The adjective form. Do you have a thesaurus like up your ass, sir? I like how girl is default in my chat, but since your name is John Hamm or whatever, it's not. It's established you're not a girl. I can sir you. You mine them out of the caves. Wow, just like Ethereum. Presently, the great Desnor and I are working out a new strategy for our marriage. While we develop the strategy, we ask you to search for the time gears on your own initiative. This will be unpaid, and of course is mandatory for all staff. Overtime will not be compensated, but is encouraged. We will give y'all some coupons for Subway. We're not gonna comp your meals, but you know, anything helps, guys. So yeah, search the time gears on your own initiative, and that's all. Hooray. No combos. That's the worst, dude. Chatot gives you a coupon for no combos. Oh my god. I need this. Where have you been all my life, Chatot? He He doesn't talk back. He's perfect. I was just making shit up, Allie, but I'm glad to know that my sarcastic rhetoric is realistic. Makes it funnier. He doesn't moan. He sings. Dude, can you imagine? You're in bed and someone's finishing up their happy times, and then they just start like singing like, "If you wish upon a star, you will." Like, can you imagine? He doesn't moan, he sings. So I'm pretty sure I have to go through that dungeon again, and it had 17 floors. That's a fucking bitch to go through again. Did she just like lick him? She was like, well, her sprite went onto his sprite. Or Akko's sprite, I guess they're both girls. I got some band-aids for you, Allie. You're gonna live through this. I'll give you some mystery parts, Shuppet. Oh yeah, few have seen the mystery part. I know. It's okay. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm open to anything. Wait, your partner too? 3 of us. Is that okay? Are they okay with that? What? What are you talking about, Shuppet? You haven't even seen this mystery part. I can't believe this. Drab and Dingy? You haven't even seen the thing. She's clearly gay. You can say that again, Hidden. What the fuck does Stealth Rock do in Mystery Dungeon? Doesn't even tell me what the move does. Wait, what if I tap it? If I tap the green letters? No, it doesn't do anything. Wait, I just realized you can play this entire game with touchscreen. How do I access a menu? Do I double tap? Oh, I figured out how to do it. I couldn't figure out how to talk to your partners. If you tap them on the touchscreen, you can talk. Wait, how did I do that? How did I do that? Exit. How do you... This is all touchscreen, by the way. How did I do that? I started running too. Okay, if you double tap, you start running. Surprisingly, a triple tap does not do anything. Is that Slowpoke shiny? Touchscreen only has speed run. I don't know how you open the menus though. How did I do that? No menus allowed. There's a way to open the menus. Tap. What if I tap that to? Nothing happens. If you tap an area, they'll go to them. They'll go to it as long as it's a straight line. There's no pathfinding. Wait, actually, maybe there is. How did I do that? What? Wait, what? I don't know how you open the menu. Fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, wait, how did I go over here? Okay, yeah. Yeah, now I'm using the actual controller with, like, you know, my actual hands. Type of character? Wait, are you woke as fuck? Ah! Yo, that's how you do it. No, I'm gonna do this with the touchscreen. Items. Oh, you can sort them! Oh, this is great. No. Team. X. No, team! I need to stylus, fuck. Team. Is my touchscreen not calibrated correctly? It's not! Or maybe my nail is just... Because you don't... I'm like playing with my... I'm like using my nail, not my actual finger. Yeah, fat fingering it works now. Dude, fat fingering is so lewd because it's fingering. Alright. That's probably the most ignorant thing I said all night. And I said some really stupid shit. What does check direction mean? It probably means if you try to walk on a diagonal, it'll like verify that you want to walk on a diagonal before you actually, like, I don't know. D-pad attack? What the fuck is that? What? There's like features turned off that I don't know. Okay, also I'm done with touchscreen. Receipts for sale? You do? You got 2. Too many. What's how many? Take. All. Delicious. Welcome to the Kecleon shop. I will inspect all your wares. Wait. Yes, store. I'm gonna store the stored items. They're being stored. Minus 420. That sucks. How did I get grimy food in here? Did it rot? Oh my god. Whose toast has weed? Recycle. Yes. How does recycle work? But first off, can anyone learn it? No. No one can learn it. That fucking sucks. Because recycle is like kind of really important. Let's me like reuse TMs. Well, fuck that shit. I'll just give it to the recycle shop, which does not actually recycle items. Okay, I don't get it back. I don't want your juice. Hi. Recycle. I can get an orange berry for 2 apples. You have to realize these are organic creatures, y'all. Spinda is not on hallucinogens. Spinda is a creature, a life form that is constantly acting as if they're on hallucinogens. That's just what their body naturally does to them. There's nothing, you know, there's no substance abuse going on. That's just their natural state of being. So arbitrary. We get to go back to the desert. Because Akko was like, we gotta leave. Oh, okay, thank God. Oh my God, that's a game changer. Time skip to the very end. We're back! It happens, Ellie. Nice. I mean, the quicksand is the main event. Why would there be a destination with quicksand? Why didn't Chatterbug turn into a gold plane? Probably, didn't get his plane license. You'll take your answer off the air. Plop. A level, but I'm tired. I don't want to play games. My hair's a mess. Mom. I'll probably go to sleep. Ooh, Scorpy. Probably go to sleep after this dungeon. So there's some if there's some plot twist, crazy plot twist that happens, that's gonna be a fucking cliffhanger for y'all. Deal with it. Oh god, that animation. I remember using hidden power a lot on the Pokemon I used in previous playthroughs. That's giving me the feels now. I'm glad to hear it, Michael. I was gonna read that as Kyle. It's not Kyle. Ah! He's shiny. Why is he blue? This corridor goes to nowhere, doesn't it? Nice, Nikita. 69. I like how I said nice, and then it gave me 69 damage. It was staged. I can't wait until the time where my affinity pixel art makes me seem like an actual insane person. I thought you were gonna comment about this game's pixel arts, of which there is many, or much. Oh yeah, it's like black and white movies. Who knows? I mean, there's always gonna be a need for at least background scenery as pixel art. But I guess nowadays that's just downscaled. Yeah, it's like game stuff like sprite-based stuff that's just downscaled. Like normal maps and stuff. Get that a lot. Techno M Kyle. These like notifications that we're taking chip damage really sort of slow down my movement. Die? No! No! I die! Excuse me? Excuse me? What's wrong with you? Fuck. He covered his eyes when he dies. It's kind of cute. Also, he needs to die a long time ago. Sans I'm making you thirsty. Did I tell you I did my stuff in the XP kind of thing? Oh yeah, I heard about it. I think you added me or something. Kinda hard to not hear about stuff when you get added. I'm just messing with you. Wait, is Helping Hand different in this game from actual Pokemon? It seems like it just... Yeah, it seems like it just always, like, gives you a permanent buff. Ooh, this is good. A real grass move. Oh, Lord. I'm on floor 8 too, dude. Get ready for some TikTok. Or how did I describe the sound? It's a very unique sound. Oh, they became unterrified. That's bad. We out. No, don't fight. There's no way. Ah. Oh god, I thought I was out of Oran's. I mean, I'm almost out of Oran berries, but... Leech Seed is such a waste. Unless it's like a boss fight. I guess healing 10 HP is really... Ugh. Jesus. What's the accuracy on this? Never misses. Wow, that's really good. Oh my god. This move is fucking broken. All the Pokemon on the floor, no. Can you manually control party Pokemon? No. That's why I went into the tactics menu and changed their patterns in AI when I came in here, because I wanted them to avoid battles. But one of them aggroed because I did it too late. He walked over the grimy food. Nice. This room is so big, I thought it was gonna be a second monster house. You're gone forever? No, just until I go to the next dungeon. I'm halfway through this dungeon. So it's not the end of the world. Dang, I am sad now. Fake tears. Nice. I love corridors. Oh. Can you not use that move? Nice. Why did I do that? I have no idea what type of the fucking hidden power is of Gastrodon. Mawil's like a different type in this generation, that's all I know. I hate when Pokemon have a different type in different generations, because it makes me feel old for playing older generation Pokemon games. Like, I absolutely don't mind a lack of like 5th and 6th and 7th gen Pokemon in this game. But when I fight a Pokemon that's supposed to be a fairy type that isn't a fairy type in this game, it feels weird. Final Fantasy Tactics is really cheap. GameStop was selling copies of it for like $3, and I almost bought one. But then shipping would have been $5, and I was like, dang, see ya. Can you not kill me? Wow, that move didn't whiff. Make Fairy OP. I wouldn't say it's OP. Others might. Ooh, this guitar though. That's hidden. God, I am tired. I'm probably gonna hit a boss and then die and then just go to sleep. I shit you not. Also, I majorly fucked myself over by saving, considering I don't have any reviver seeds. I only have like one oranberry also. Like, I actually fucked myself over hard by saving at the Kangaskhan Rock just now. Because the only way to restock is to die, which means I lose all these items. Which actually isn't the end of the world. I would lose my 1600 Poke though, which is a big deal. Travis Nomeros. It's funny. Whenever I hear about No More Heroes, I always hear Suda51 and how much he wants Travis touchdown and Smash. It seems so random, but it's like, it's funny that you talked about it. It's just like always a thing I hear about. Like, oh man, Travis touchdown and Smash. Because Goichi Suda really wants it to be a thing. I'm fucking stupid. I should have taken my HRT 3.5 hours ago. Well, that's unfortunate. Pretty sure Killer 7's also Suda. Took it now then. I have to go to the bathroom, so like, I just have a stockpile of things I need to do. That I'll do in like 5 minutes or whatever. Hippopotas is now dead. There's so much money in here. It's like hella money. Nice, dude. Also, I can't heal gradually because of the sandstorm. More sandstorm. Yeah, every hit. Oh my god. Wow. I guess I'll just. Yeah, I was looking for an excuse. Okay. Well, I need to take my HRT and go to the bathroom and go to sleep. So I'll just do that now. Good night, y'all. Thanks for watching. Till next time, bye.